All right. Today on Unliked and Unbothered, we have some controversial topics we're going to talk about. And I am your host, Justin, where the host is supremely underqualified and overly honest about his opinions. So just buckle up and get ready for those. I don't give a shit what any of you think. I'm going to tell you what I think. And I lied. I'll listen to you, but ultimately, that's what's coming out of my mouth today. And this is our guest in second chair. His name is Sam Agello. Everyone say hi in the chat, even though there's no chat yet.
Hey, everybody.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Sam.
Oh, man. Born in 86. I'm technically a millennial. I hate it. We'll start there. But yeah, just born and raised in Rochester, man. Middle-class family. Democrat turned conservative. I'll let you know that right now. Yeah, I get along with this guy very, very well. So if you hate him, you're probably going to hate me.
That's all. Dead air, uncomfort. All right. So
that's all you're going to get to know about me. You got to earn the rest.
Well, that's all right. We're going to get to know each other a little bit by conversing over some of these topics here.
Exactly. Stick around.
Baby steps. We're here, second show, just trying to ultimately give you some content to, talk about. Some of today's topics may be a little bit offensive. They may be a little bit controversial, but we're going to let you know how we feel about them. And today's first topic is about affirmative action.
Yeah.
Affirmative action post the Supreme Court ruling. Listen, again, I'm not overly educated here, but I can make personal anecdotes based on what I've sure experienced in my life. I am 39 years old, so it's not like I was born yesterday. And over time, I've found that it's not so much like proving people wrong, but it's like you get to a point where you're just like with people that have been told one thing their whole life, they can't swallow the pill and be wrong.
Yeah, the ones that can dish it can't take it, and it's getting bad now.
Yeah.
Like they dish it the loudest, and they can't take it the hardest.
Right.
And a lot of people like us just kind of shut up because we don't want to deal with it.
We shut up and go to work, and then we're called rapists for it.
Exactly. Sort of.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, honestly, if you say something like, I voted for Trump, dude, people will start labeling you a rapist.
Flat out.
I'm like, what part of me voting for a guy or putting a something on a ballot makes me a rapist?
Exactly.
Or a rapist lover? Sure, I might like Trump, but that wasn't one of the felonies that he was,
right?
One of the made-up felonies that he was charged with.
Don't we all commit like an average of 3 felonies a day or something?
Yeah. I get that. Yeah. How many felonies a day do you actually?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
are you righteous?
Come on.
Right. All right, well, let's get into that affirmative action. The question is, has the removal of affirmative action helped or hurt diversity in education and the workplace?
Has it been removed? When was it removed? That's my question. I don't feel like it's been removed.
I do remember seeing a video of a student at Harvard, I think it was. It was one of the Ivy League schools, talking about how she took a test that needed to be taken to get into the school, but her scores were so low that she didn't submit when she submitted for application for the school.
Okay.
But because she was skin color this and sexual identity this,
gotcha,
she was accepted in the end anyways. So it makes you feel like what Ivy League schools. I mean,
that's knowledge.
It's indoctrinated schools. It's not Ivy League. You know
exactly.
what I mean? Are the people coming out of there actually smart people who can critically think on a regular basis on the ground with people like me and you? Where this podcast is that direct line to people like me and you.
Yeah. Or are they there to? Or they kind of dodge that racial bullet.
Yeah, use words to dodge it. Exactly. Use words to push it off and be like, here's how we do things. We socialize you into one group based on one of these things. And it's all intrinsic values that nobody can control. It's just, it is crazy.
And we entertain it. Well, not we, but we the people seem to be entertaining it. And
Yeah.
it doesn't stop.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is. It's messed up.
Yeah, but I suppose in the education department, think about this. You get accepted to a school that you really aren't ready for.
Right.
So now you're placed in a classroom where people who have higher scores because they needed to get higher scores to be in that college are working at a higher level than you are. And sure, through my life, I've always felt that if you put your mind to it, you can do it no matter what. You're just going to have to work harder, though. But does that hurt or help somebody? Also, wouldn't you want to know that it was your scores that got you into that school
Yes.
rather than skin color?
Exactly.
I guess if you're being, I had this conversation with Tyrone. If you're one of the people that wants to be taken care of and doesn't want to be doing the taking caring of, then I suppose it's almost as simple as that too. I feel like there are those people that want to take care, and there's people that want to be taken care of, and it's
Yeah.
almost as simple as that.
Yeah. Yeah. I see what you mean by that.
Yeah,
I really do.
yeah, it's crazy.
I don't understand.
I can't fathom it.
I can't fathom it either.
One of the things I had said too is like we were talking about like trans in sports and stuff like that and how it disservices girls because they can't compete with guys with even a little bit of testosterone up until the age of 12 years old.
Right.
That shit's illegal to put in your body because it makes you stronger.
Yeah.
And it just, disservices people who are ultimately working their ass off to try and beat that person, but they'll never get there. I mean,
You're doomed from the get-go, man.
Ivy League school, UPenn,
Yeah.
stripped Leah Thomas of his. I don't give a fuck. Of his medals
Right.
because he beat some girls. He was, I think it was like 446th in the men's league.
Yeah.
And number one.
Number one and
And you know what else I said too is like how do you don't think that a fighter, a UFC fighter,
yeah.
a sick person that's made for that type of life isn't thinking what's the easiest path to championship?
Exactly.
You don't think that they would go and beat the shit out of some women just to make sure? Come on.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
And we can't have that, man. I'm here to protect women. So, as you learn, yeah, go
they're
ahead.
mentally tweaking to begin with. You know what I mean? It's like you said. They're born and bred for that profession.
Yeah, and well, as we grow and as we evolve here, you're going to see that my mind always focuses around the three groups: women, children, old people, and then mentally ill. Obviously, I don't want to hurt any mentally
Yeah, that's
disturbed or emotionally disturbed or whatever kind of mental problems you have. I can agree that they're there. I can also agree there's a large community that's taking advantage of
Yeah.
doctors prescribing you as an anxious patient. And we talked about that on the first show. It's like it's adversity and anxiety are one and the same almost. It's like it's not a comfortable feeling and you have to work through it. If you don't work through it and you take this crutch, this med, it's never going to go away. You're never going to learn how to deal with it.
You ever notice how many? I don't know about you, but how many more people are claiming that they're on the spectrum?
Right, yeah. What is a spectrum? Like, I get it.
Well, not
I
only
get it.
that, but why are you shooting for that?
You notice how many times they add something to the spectrum and then they take it out? Like
Yeah.
Asperger's?
Yeah.
They don't even say it
They
anymore.
don't even know what the hell to think about it
Right.
anymore. It's just, I guess it's another thing I can't fathom. Is why do you think you're on the spectrum? You know, do you want to be on the spectrum? Like, there's so
And do
many-
doctors want you to be on the spectrum?
right? That's a way to pivot.
Yeah, it's kind of, what's it, big pharma shit.
You're right,
It's
right.
always going to be there. It's always been corrupt. It's just going to kind of be that way.
Yep.
Hey, that's funny. We're on to gender identity in the youth. We kind of segued already into it.
Oh yeah, we did.
Should minors be allowed to make gender-affirming medical decisions? Who should decide? Parents, doctors, or the government? Certainly not the government. Fuck you, once
Right.
again.
You failed us enough there.
Right. Not only that, but There's so many things that have been projected to be somewhere, and they're nowhere near it. That's crazy.
What does it mean by minors though? Like what age? Does it give an age?
No, not on the question at least.
Not on the question.
But ultimately, that's a question. That's a conversation to be had.
You're right.
I don't think that the leftist thought process on it is even thinking about really what's good for people. I think they just socialize and say it's good for these types of people, and
Because it's good for the agenda.
Yeah, and exactly.
It's good for the agenda, so we'll talk about it.
Yeah, it's quite the problem here.
So what was the question though? Minors
Should
what?
minors be able to make this gender affirming decision? So let's say minors. Let's say under.
I see.
Let's say under 18. Let's go under 18. Under 18? No. I don't think they should make those decisions. They're life-altering decisions that cannot be reversed.
Yeah, so we're talking about like sex changes,
Yeah.
testosterone.
Yeah,
like-
testosterone and estrogen, the
Got
things
that.
that
I see.
that create
Have-
cancer in the opposite sex if they're pumped with them.
Yeah, no fucking way.
So, do you really care or do you not?
Yeah, no way.
No, I
Listen,
think again that's a righteous way of living. Dude. I'm not going to sway because somebody tells me one thing. I got to think about it.
you got to understand when going through life, we're 39 years old and we're still fucking learning. We're still learning. We're seeing sometimes it seems like you're seeing the same life just in a completely different perspective because we're older now, and we still don't have it figured out. You think a freaking minor
Right.
is equipped to make? That's a big. You don't get that back. You know what I mean? That's a decision you might not be able to get back.
Has there ever been a moment in your life where you thought you were like an animal or something like that? And then somebody was like, "No, you're not."
Right.
And this is why. I feel like people have lost that. Like parents that raise their kids. First of
Yeah.
all, shouldn't have kids unless you're ready. And some of you are so fucking mentally ill that it's making a bigger generational problem.
Yeah, if you need a kid because it's a tax dependent, you're not ready.
Yeah, and when a 3-year-old comes up to you and says like, "I want to be a bunny or a cat, dude." Okay, no, you can't.
Yeah,
I get it. You can pretend.
Right. When I grow up, I want to be a raptor.
And there's just so many people like, "Oh, you should have seen his eyes when he told me he thought he was a cat." I just felt his pain at that moment. I was, oh my god, dude.
Ugh.
Yeah, dude.
Sorry.
And then, dude, they get propped up on like TV shows and cable television. It's
Why is it glorified?
glorified. It's all criminals, dude. It's the same thing. Bro, this is gonna piss some people off. I'm telling you right now.
Good.
Good, yeah, that's right.
Good. Let's grow.
Exactly. Well, ultimately, I think it's tough for me to say whether parents, doctors, or government should make a decision. One, they should never make a decision for a minor.
Right. I'll say for the doctor, during childbirth, the doctor tells you if it's a boy or a girl.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
yeah.
cut and dry. For
What
me
makes
right
you
there.
a guy?
You got a dick?
Ah, dick.
I mean, come on.
Ah, fucking third leg.
Come on. For me, that's open and shut. I won't entertain that any other discussion.
You don't need to, man. It's stupid.
There are
Stupid.
There's two genders. I don't even know what 4 through however many. You lost
God
me
made
after
us the way that we
bisexual.
were, and we gotta deal with it. We gotta
Yeah.
deal with the cards we're dealt.
Yeah.
You know. Moving on.
Yeah, please.
Government should never decide anything. The doctors I don't trust a lot nowadays because of Big Pharma and all this stupid corrupt bullshit that goes behind it. If anything, the parents should be able to encourage their kids to wait until they are 18 to make some kind of decision like that. It is a mind altering and body altering in regards to not being able to go back. There's no reversal to it.
You should not be punished for asking questions.
Yeah, and the fact of the matter is when you change over from a girl to a dude, or rather a guy to a girl,
Yeah.
you have to put a fucking thing in there to make sure the gash doesn't close up on you.
Oh wow.
It's fucked up.
Oh yum.
Yeah. Obviously, our bodies are trying to tell you to stop doing it.
Well, not only that, but you see the corruption with Big Pharma and all that,
Yeah.
and it ties into the whole field of science where the essence of science is asking questions.
Right.
And now you have scientists, doctors that are being deleted, basically, for asking questions.
Right.
Because it doesn't fit the narrative, it doesn't fit the price, it doesn't fit the agenda, whatever it may be.
Compelled speech.
Exactly. So,
Or,
and it seems like it trickles into these younger generations where did we get this way because we're not allowed to ask questions now, or are we allowed to ask questions but you're not allowed to answer them? That's the truth. It's the truth bomb.
It's almost like
Why are we so sensitive now?
there's only a few questions you can ask.
That's true.
All the others are taboo.
That's true.
Moving on. All right, so AI and human creativity. Will AI replace artists, writers, creators, or is it just another tool?
Yes.
What do you think? Oh, you think yes? He's just going to blanket statement that one.
Yes.
Yes. He's going to blanket statement that. Go ahead and elaborate a little.
Well,
You're going to have to give me some context.
AI, we've already seen it used as a tool.
Yeah.
And it is fucking scary, fun,
Yeah.
and really scary.
Yeah.
Like my buddy's getting, Steve, he's getting pretty freaking good at it. Too.
Yeah, my wife too. She's scared as shit. She honestly like will look at shit and then she turns her phone off and she's like, "I don't want it to know."
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at how much it's taken over.
Yeah.
I mean, remember that? What's that Joaquin Phoenix movie? What's it called? She or Her or something like where he falls in love with this fucking Siri or some shit.
Didn't
like
watch
that?
it, but yeah.
Something like that where he's like falling in love with his phone.
Oh, how?
Like
dude,
it is that on a whole nother level now. Like they're literally talking. They're having polls on how long it's gonna really take for men and women to like ditch each other and start fucking AI robots and shit.
And we talked about that last episode. It's like, dude, we're already at the point. It's like,
Yeah.
if I ever get a divorce, I'm alone. I'm alone, bro. I'm alone because I have an AI guy or an AI girl.
It's a wrap, bro.
Yeah, it's a wrap, dude. Like,
That's awesome.
you can literally wake up with things over your. I got a girl right here, and there's
Yeah.
literally like mechanicals that just fuck you. Like it's not. You don't. You what you envision is what you get.
God damn it.
I can't wait till that day too, because you know what's gonna happen is we're gonna have like this bad breakup. I can just see like the bad divorce and shit. I don't want a divorce, obviously, but I'm just saying if you had a real bad divorce, and you would be like, "Babe, check out my AI girl. She looks just like you." I told you you was what I wanted, but you know you were
Everything
an
that
asshole.
you didn't want to do, this thing rocks the house at it.
Yeah. Well,
Oh man.
to reiterate, I don't want to be with an AI girl.
As
It's
far
just-
as,
it's-
as far as artists
Yeah.
go,
Yeah.
yeah, I could see it replacing artists
Yeah.
to an extent. To an extent. I mean, everybody thought books were going to disappear, and look how many people love the physical version of literature.
Here's the thing.
I love smelling a book.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I love smelling a fucking
yeah,
book.
I do too. And like a brand new car and shit. Like there's actual physiological things you can feel
Yeah,
with
you don't want to break
things in your
that,
hand.
You know?
Yeah, the artists they're definitely gonna go. I mean, we already have what do we call? We got rappers that are AI, but I feel like it's kind of the evolution. Same deal with like let's just use South Park as an example.
Yeah.
They had literal construction paper when they first started, and now they're like, yo, it takes us a day to make a whole episode because you know we can do that now. I feel like it's just the next piece, and I think that it can be good, and I think where the problem is just who's programming it.
Exactly.
And if we don't know who's programming it, then it shouldn't. I think there should almost be something put in place, like a fail-safe, saying, "This is the person that programs them. Here's their biography. This is their list of all the things that they've done in their life." It's almost like, and it can't be done until you do that because it's there's some kind of part of it. It's like I want to know who's programming this shit.
Well, I don't know about you, but I've seen, I don't know if it's like clickbait articles, but stories where AI software starts getting away. You know what I mean? It starts rewriting itself. It starts teaching itself. It starts becoming independent
Yeah.
and almost turning on the lab. I don't know if it makes me wonder how much of that How much of the oh shit moments have there really been that just haven't made it to the public regarding AI and how, let's face it, how sneaky it can be.
Yeah.
I mean, look at us. Look at the human mind and what it will do when it wants something.
You ever seen
know
the
what I mean?
video of the engineers working on the robot, the AI robot, and it started like glitching and shit? And it
Start whooping everybody's ass.
well, yeah, it was hanging. It was hanging, and it was just like, and it was, dude. The force behind those fucking joints was just like, dude, that thing's gonna kill everyone.
Exactly.
And that's the scary part. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
I was like, we better have a higher power ready.
Like literally
Laser guns.
like literally punch a hole through your face.
Yeah.
Punch a hole through your face power.
Right. Big advocate for Second Amendment.
Yeah.
Also, it's unlimited. Bump stocks being banned was stupid by Trump. Just want to let you know how I stand. It's not all, love for him. Although, he does love America, so therefore he's my favorite.
Tell me what happened there. I truly don't know what. the
Oh,
hell
he
you're talking
banned
about.
bump stocks, and bump stocks really don't do anything. It's just, you know what I mean? It doesn't do anything for your gun. It does. There's no safety, there's no safety issue with it. That's the
I
problem.
see now.
It's a
I
gun.
see.
It still fucking works. It still
Yeah.
shoots bullets, which are killing ammo. Ammo that's designed to kill things.
Exactly. To kill
It's a
nouns.
killing machine, right? But yeah,
Okay, I didn't know that.
yeah. Ultimately, I think it should be. You can own a fucking tank if you want. You can own a cannon if you want. As long as you're not shooting it at fucking people,
Right.
And you're not trying to kill people who aren't trying to kill you. But if you come into my home and you mean,
Yeah.
you mean harm. It's one sound, and you know the second one, which is all darkness after that one. So you choose.
Right.
Anyways, let's move on to the next thing here. As we got into that, that's kind of a good segue to our political and law segment here. This one is, should U.S. Politicians have age limits and or term limits? So let's start with age limits, because one of the things I've always thought is that when you get to a certain age, you got to take that license exam again. Like, who doesn't see old woman on the
Yeah.
looking through the little spot and it's like,
I've
lady,
been
you
talking
shouldn't
about
be
that for a long time too. Like,
should not be.
you got at some point, if you want to be behind the wheel, you need to retake your driver's test.
You know what's fucked up too is that most old people feel okay with the way that I feel. Like, I'm sure that if I talk to my grandmother or like a
Right.
grandfather, they would be like, "Yeah, it sounds great. Mine's going, dude. I have
Yeah,
no idea what I'm
exactly.
thinking."
Exactly. But
Politicians.
yeah, age limit. It's funny because I feel like it's like nobody gets elected until they're fucking 70 anyway.
Right.
So it's like, why do we do that? Why do we do that?
Well, I know why the age is 35. I mean,
I get the maturity level and all.
one, here's another thing that I think you should put on a docket to be a politician or any kind of politician, any leader of anything. You should be punched in the face once.
that. Yo,
To a
for-
point where the tears come to your eyes.
Yeah.
All of you need to be punched in the fucking face. Not like I'm going to do it because I don't want to hit anybody, but I've been punched in the face, and right there, it always makes you think, I shouldn't have said that shit.
Right.
Which is fine. You guys are all going to follow, and you're going to fucking tell me that I'm going to get punched in the face because I'm saying some shit. But for real,
He's like, been there.
yeah, I've already been there, bro. This is decades of people just waiting to fucking tell me how they feel. So ultimately, I think the age limit, sure. What would an age limit be? I think I don't know. Trump has a lot of energy.
I was gonna say, I
don't know if it's an age limit thing.
I think it's a term limit.
It's a cognitive cognitive thing
It
too.
is. It's a cognitive.
Yeah, but then, dude, remember when they started taking tests, the cognitive tests between Biden and Trump and shit?
Yeah.
Dude, you didn't know what to believe.
Yeah.
You didn't know what the hell anybody was talking about or if they were telling you the truth on whatever cognitive test Trump and or Biden took.
Right.
We were just looking at Biden almost withering away in front of us.
Yeah.
And they're just like, no, he's fine. He's really
Sharp as a tack.
he's sharp as a tack. It's always don't believe your lying eyes and ears. I don't get it.
Yeah.
And that's why I am doing what I'm doing now. It's just, it's been a long time, man. Even Tyrone was saying, he's just like, dude, how do so many people know you? I was like, dude, they just been waiting for me to step back into the limelight and just start talking shit again, bro. It's not even like I'm trying to stir any pots.
Right.
I'm just being put out there. Now, if you guys want to follow and you guys want to be a part of this, you're welcome to be. Whether you're a hater or you're not, I don't care. You can be a part of this. My job is to give you what my personal anecdotes are. I kind of put that again into there. My personal anecdotes and my experiences. Again, I'm not overly educated on things, but through this process, I will find more education by talking to people like you, and listening, which is a huge thing that we have all lost. We can't listen to each other anymore. We can't, and we just all want to tell you how we feel. There's no changing anybody's minds anymore. People always telling me, I went through high school, I did political science. Dude, it's just another indoctrinated person that just keeps spewing a bunch of stupid shit to me that's like, how can you not see this?
Exactly.
It's nuts.
Sometimes you fuck what a book says. What are you seeing? Like with the whole age limit, term limits. Why are we having this question? Well, because for the most part, there really aren't term limits, right?
Look at Mitch McConnell.
I mean, come on. When you're the face of Frozen 3?
And Biden turning around trying to handshake nobody. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Exactly.
How are we propping up Bernie every fucking 4 years?
How has it been going, America? Yeah. That's my question. Term limits, age limit. Well, how's it been going right now? Bro. Because we almost need the opposite.
Yeah, dude, look at public schools. Been telling us for time and time again, throw money at it, we'll get it better.
Got worse.
The fuck out of here. I vote no for the budget. I don't care what school district.
I vote no.
Your public school systems suck ass.
Department of Education, is that still around? Okay, I vote no.
I remember one person cared, and they got rid of her. Anyways, let's move on to the next topic here. This is red state versus blue state.
Okay.
This is, are we heading for a cultural natural divorce or just experiencing normal federalist tension?
Originally, I felt the latter, normal federalist tension.
Yeah. We had talked about this a little bit today.
A little bit. But I almost feel like it's the same dance, different time, We always, red and blue, always button heads. Always. But as far as going through a divorce, probably. We've been through it before, right?
Mm-hmm.
And history repeats itself, and it does not seem like it's getting better.
Yeah, we posted our.
It does not seem like it's getting better. We fucking threw our hats in the air. Trump won, all right? A big part of us was like, duh, is the country that really that stupid to vote for her? No, you're not. Good job. But as far as approval ratings, I'm not as happy as I thought I was going to be. That's not saying that I disapprove of Trump, but it still feels like the people aren't in control. It still feels like we're being lied to. And when it comes to the whole red and blue, where is it headed? It feels like it's on the low. It's been one party for a very, very long time, just never in the public. So now I feel like it doesn't fucking matter.
Even the red nominated and elected officials seem so swamp filled.
Yeah.
Look at DeSantis. He he sounded like a good candidate until he got into that limelight and he started looking real stiff.
Yeah, very true.
Now, as a governor, I'd still rather have him than any other governors out there. I mean, Abbott's good. Again, I'm a conservative, so I have my likes and my dislikes. But
yeah,
it was scary to see him tighten up. And I was like, damn, dude. I thought because he was talking so much shit during the COVID, and it was so relieving. It's like, oh, finally somebody's standing up for the people. And
I don't feel like I'm stronger than the FBI or smarter than the FBI or CIA, but simple things like Patel, Bongino, 2023, Dan Bongino was hardcore, rip it all down. You know what I mean? And now Oh, sorry, Mike.
Held to the head.
Yeah.
It feels a lot like somebody got shook down.
Now it was he killed himself. I'm telling you right now, he killed himself.
It feels
There
like
was no list.
people got shook down in Diddy.
Terrible.
People got shook down and everything else, man. And I think that that's the way it's going. So if we're talking about Epstein files,
Yeah.
you already know how we feel. And I think that both red and blue
Sure.
all feel the same way. I think that they feel the same way in that he's telling us that these are available and now he's not delivering on that, whether it be Pam Bondi or somebody else, Cash Patel or whatever. I think that us were disappointed. I think that they're very happy about it because now they can just kind of use it as another negative that Trump is doing.
Yeah.
They literally don't care about United States at all.
Exactly.
They're like, oh, this place is terrible, but continue to live here and reap the benefits off of it. Which, again, fuck you because I'm in America
Right.
and I can talk about whatever the fuck I want.
Did you just pivot to immigration?
No, but we could.
Oh, okay. Superman? Oh, sorry. Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
That's stupid.
Gay! Yeah, that's
Next
just
question.
crazy. Anyways, I think the same thing. I think we're heading to a national divorce. I mean, every time that you even speak about something like this, again, this will go out and they'll probably start chirping away at me because,
Right.
you know, after the first episode was posted, I mean, I heard Tyrone talking about like, oh, y'all are starting to call me a rapist just because I punched a ballot. Mm-hmm. Like, literally, all I did was punch a ballot because I sided with him a little bit more than these other people. Mm-hmm. He was so quick to say that Kamala Harris,
Kamala.
her father's name is Donald J., by the way.
Okay.
He was saying that Harris had a lot of good points. And in my head, I'm like, you're fucking retarded.
Love you, dog.
But either way, he was being told that he was a rapist because he decided to vote differently. Yeah. He didn't vote for black woman who's not black at all.
And that's the mental health that we want running this shit?
No, I don't know.
Exactly.
I've always been that way. No.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, next one. The guns in schools. Teachers armed. Yeah. Is arming teachers a solution for school shootings or a disaster waiting to happen?
It is not going to get worse. If we arm teachers, it is not going to get worse.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll get worse.
There's no way it could get worse.
But when it's quoted in a question the way it was, is it a disaster waiting to happen?
I think there will be mess ups. We're human.
I think that there's some people who will get their hands on those guns that are not necessarily mentally stable.
Yeah, I was gonna say, teachers are adults. Kids have never experienced adulthood. God forbid a teacher goes to the bathroom and ends it.
Didn't even think about that.
I'm just saying.
That's a good call.
I had a teacher that did that in a park. Mr. Shramp. Like, come on, dude.
I know.
So originally it's like, hell yeah, fuck that. Let's stop that. But then it's like, oof, don't disrespect to the family, but
yeah,
that shit happened.
My biggest point to the political question of like, should it be there, is I know how most leftists are going to see this. They're going to be like, guns, no. Mm-hmm. It's a no-gun zone, no. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. The way that I think about it is every single one of those shootings has been stopped with a gun.
A gun. And here's what I'll say. You want to know what I'll say to kind of combat the mental health thing in our teachers? Mm-hmm. Because it's there. You know what I mean? Teachers get it rough. Teachers don't get paid shit unless you're tenured. I think maybe the standard of being a teacher gets boosted. It becomes.
You're talking about give them more money if they're the ones that are armed.
Why do police officers not go rogue or all the time that you hear about it? Because they're in control of themselves, mind, body, soul,
and they have a vigorous
and of that firearm.
And they have a vigorous training.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's still not as good as we want it to be. The de-escalation tactics need to be worked on. Right. Obviously, we'll get into that more. But keep going.
Yeah, but bottom line, what I'm saying is, whether you want to acknowledge it or not, they're a different type of human officers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They are a very structured, stable person because of that system.
Right.
I still think they should get paid more too, though.
Yeah, they don't get paid a whole lot to put their lives on the line.
Exactly. And to go through that psychological training, and I mean,
Bro, you ever seen the pictures of our friend getting sprayed in the eyes by
Yes.
that shit is crazy.
Yes.
Dude, how about his sister was doing it to him? I was
it's poetic.
It's so poetic.
That's
His
poetic.
younger sister. I had pictures of my buddy who was going through training. His sister was macing him. I was like, yo, this is the best picture ever.
Epic.
Yeah, dude.
Epic.
His whole family's part of the shit too now.
But nevertheless,
Thanks for your service.
I think there needs to be more effort put into our schools, into teachers, into police officers. I mean,
Protection for the kids.
protection for the kids. I mean, come on.
The main point is that these places are already gun-free zones.
Right.
Everybody who's a criminal sees that as an opportunity.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
I think, yes, let's do better for our teachers and arm them. Arm them.
At least something. Something should be put into process. Something should be at least looked into as, litigation for it, or legislation for it, I should say, sorry.
Or support the cops a little bit more and
Let them do their job. Let them enforce law.
Well, put them in the schools. Hire them, put them in the schools.
Yeah. Well, here's another segue into a question that I wanted to bring into this is that, and this is something that I've agreed and disagreed with people that have thought the same way as me. When you're being questioned by the cops, if the cop has already maintained, hey, we need to talk right now. If you run from that conversation and you resist arrest,
Dumb.
well, should that cop be able to use his tools to catch you,
Yeah.
i.e. his gun and or taser?
Oh, on a kid running?
Now, I have heard a lot of people say he's not a threat. He's running away. Good. Yeah, but my threat is to the community
Yeah.
now. He's a threat to more people. Who
Well, and that's-
cares? You don't even know if he's got a gun on him.
And the way I look at it is, yeah, he should be able to use his tools because that arrest, that right here and now, hey, stop what you're doing. I need to talk to you. That's a police officer. We know why you're here.
Yep.
You know what I mean? He thinks I'm doing something bad. What's the stupidest thing you could do being innocent? How are you going to prove you're innocent? I'm going to run. That's fucking dumb. So, yeah,
She's got something going on.
if a cop has to stop a student and the student runs, yeah.
Dude, it's crazy.
And I'll be honest, I have 2 daughters. If one of them was that dumb, my question to her would be, how'd it feel getting tased? I've never done it.
Huh, I'm good.
You did it because you were dumb.
Yeah.
So how did that feel? At least
Yeah.
teach me. I want to learn.
Right. We got to learn from other people being stupid, not just us.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I think there should be some kind of gun in school. Shit, I'm to the point where everybody should have a gun.
Rubber bullets.
Rubber bullets has always been a thought too. Like, that was one of the questions I was talking. That exact question was like, can you use a rubber bullet against that guy that runs away instead? But bro, what if one of them happens to grab their gun instead of the rubber bullet gun? Sure, they could be a different shape and size, but like,
Well, not only that,
it's a quick instinct. Like, you got to learn. You got to make a decision.
But that sound of the firearm on a rubber bullet still gonna have that gunshot,
Right.
which is gonna send people into a lockdown.
Right.
You know what I mean? Over
Okay.
a kid running away.
Okay. Well, do whatever, dude. I'm not
I
trying to
guess.
kill these people. I'm trying
No,
to
I
get
know,
them
I
to
know.
cooperate.
I'm picturing the ripple effect of these hypothetical
Understood.
scenarios. You know what I mean? It's like, oh man, how many more lockdowns would that be just because of these little assholes running from cops that are placed in the schools? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For the safety, but I would rather go through all, like you said, I'd rather go through all that and know that my kid's safe.
If everybody had a gun and knew how to use it, nobody would
Yeah.
rob anyone's house.
Right, right.
Because that even the crackhead that's been on drugs all day is going to think twice about going into a house that he knows has an AK-47 ready to fucking blast him.
Remember
care how much crack
remember
you
that
have.
talk we were having about whether Your electrical meters should be outside of your home or
Yeah.
inside of your home.
Yeah, yeah,
Now
yeah,
you're
yeah.
exposed to the crackheads
Yeah,
if
you're
your meter's on the outside.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Yeah. You're letting it out there, dude. Don't tell the crackheads.
Nope.
Anyways.
That's great.
Oh, let's see here. What do we got here? We've got the next thing is the social media algorithm. Are platforms like TikTok and Instagram shaping mental health and politics more than parents and teachers?
Yes. Yeah.
Gonna
But you
have
want
to
to know
give
what, though? Again, it feels like it's the same battle, just different version. Because look what, I mean, we were young. Well, we probably weren't even born yet when MTV came out. And it was really taking over
Yeah.
mentally on the kids.
Yeah.
If we were, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm pretty sure that happened before '86, right? The whole MTV craze. I mean, it's taking over my kid, and you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I almost feel like it's that, but at a more powerful level because of the. I mean, look at the
Because
information.
the access. You have
Because of the
access to it. The
access.
access is to it, yeah.
Yeah.
Every kid that has a
And
smartphone.
now all that shit is now they've all been sprinkled with AI.
And TikTok is owned by the CCP.
Over. You know what I mean? Like,
This may get me shot at, but yo, CCP owns.
right?
I think it was what ByteDance. I think is the company that owns them or something like that.
Is it? I don't
and
know.
it's literally owned by the Communist Chinese Party.
Right.
And people like, I swear to God, I talked to my daughter. I'm like, why are you on TikTok? I'm like, you're giving China all your information. And she's just like, yeah, what you're talking about. Always the same way. It's the same shit. And my wife's too.
Right.
I'm just like, you just fucking wait, dude. They'll play some fucking game one day when it's time to fucking do some kind of warfare. I guess I'm scared a little bit, but I shouldn't be. I'm
I get
fear mongering.
it,
But
but-
ultimately, why? Like, if it's clear as day who owns it and what their agenda is,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not matching with Western culture,
Right.
you may not want them here. You may want to deport them. Don't worry.
Sean Paul.
We're getting there. Sean Paul. Somebody go Saren. All right. All right. Well, I think so too. I mean, Instagram, it makes you think a little bit about the actual influencers and how their mental health is getting shaped by deciding to tell you
Yeah.
what you need to be educated on for your mental health.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and how much it writes off their lives.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this episode, what if, because I'm on it, this episode gets 18 views instead of the 700 when it was you and Tigger? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
to somebody who's really affected by that'll probably bum them out for a while. And it's like, dude, that's wild. Like, it's got you by the balls that much.
Right.
You want to, seriously? Now, I'm going to expose my parenting a little bit, but my youngest, who's 8, we put her in a scenario where it's dinner time, and we were at the dinner table, and there were no electronics going on. She was like, what do we do? I'm like, honey, you eat and talk. We all know it's dead to rights in my household. It's just that my kids they can't put up with that. Shame on me. But that's how much technology.
It's not a full shame on you.
Look at the influence of technology.
Right.
And how easy it is to access it. Do
And-
I want it taken away? No, not necessarily. We're just evolving. We're evolving.
We talked about this in the last episode too, where because we have evolved as a human, the technology has evolved.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want your kid able to use that when school provides it to them, or do you want them to be behind the class when they use it and struggle to keep up? So, phones, whatever kind of device you're using at home for the kids,
Yeah.
still teaching them how to use it, regardless of what content they're into
Right.
and what content comes across their brain.
I guess my question would be
being used.
retention.
Okay.
It'll teach you, but just because it spews it and teaches you so damn fast and effortlessly.
That's the problem, is the retention.
The retention. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Whereas the teacher has an engaging exercise that makes you think, and you go through all the nostalgia, whatever the fuck happens.
That
during
would be
exercise.
interesting to see the difference between like YouTube Shorts and or like Reels versus people who are into podcasts.
Okay.
Because podcasts typically have a huge retention rate, meaning people are into it and they listen through as much as they can.
Right.
Half hour, hour,
3 hours.
4 hours. I will
Right.
literally watch a full stream in the headphones, whether I'm, fully.
Sure.
I'm there. Retention is there. Is that a group of people that are our age that can retain, or, that have that retention rate, or is it younger
I think
kids? Are
it's-
they able to listen to podcasts too?
I think it's easier because, the cool part about the year we were born is we're the last generation that has that grip on the old and the new. We start the new, we're in there, and we've seen what it's like with the next generation taking over. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah, I remember when the Nintendo came out.
That's
For
what I'm
the
saying.
regular NES, I was like, bro.
But
this
we
is the
we know what it's like to have to, the power goes out for fucking 7 hours.
3 days.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to light a candle and read, motherfucker.
And you got to play Yahtzee.
You got to play Yahtzee, motherfucker.
Yahtzee!
You know what I mean? Got to play some spades, motherfucker.
Right, exactly. Play some War.
Remember Jacks?
Remember Jack?
Break out your Pogs.
Yeah, that was another good one. Pog was great.
But, now kids don't need it. So, yeah, I think it's a lot easier. Kids just take care of it on shorts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As
Yeah, I
opposed
think it's
to the
important.
long-
I remember when my daughter was really younger, she wanted a YouTube page.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you got to learn the difference between good content and bad content before
True.
you start doing shit.
True.
I was like, then again, too, after watching some of the videos she watches, you see it's nothing but stupid bullshit that everybody's looking at.
That's true.
And it's not
all click-
harmful.
It's just clickbait.
Yeah, it's not harmful,
It's
like-
just it makes you stupid and numb.
When your oldest was young,
Yeah.
because she's about the same age as mine.
Yeah.
Did she ever do those, like, opening the things, the
ASMR.
videos where they would, like, open the eggs and they would find some things in
Oh,
them? or whatever?
yeah. The breaks.
Yeah, the dumbest things ever.
Yeah.
But they were just like, I want to see what's in it.
Yeah, the LOLs or the yeah.
It's so dumb. And I'm like, literally, people are making millions on these fucking videos. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, my God.
Just
I
to
wish I
see-
was that clever to just start doing something and go forward.
Just to see what character you got and what stupid little
Yeah,
accessories.
and now I'm
came
here
with
at
it.
39, just finally making my baby steps on a podcast. It doesn't, it's not completely baby steps starting right now because I did record with you a long time ago when we were younger. So
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
got our understanding of how this stuff works. So that's always good.
Exactly.
All right, let's move on. Is monogamy outdated? With more people exploring polyamory or open relationships, is lifelong monogamy still a viable option?
I'm a little biased there
Why? Because you're in one?
because I'm in one and I want it to stay that way.
Yeah, but I mean, I suppose every monogamous relationship will have its ups and downs, obviously.
Yeah.
I think we were made to be monogamous
Yeah.
in the eyes of God. I think, and that's kind of how I see God, is that he's not a being or a thing. He's just there. And as I kind of go through life, those things that are those moral feelings where not only that it's not the high from helping the person that you're going for. It's just the fact that you helped that person. And all these other things that are, I can provide you what you want. That is my devil. Where it's like, okay, hold on a second. You can provide me what I want. Let me take a step back and find out if this is exactly how I want it.
Exactly.
So, I think monogamy, one of the biggest problems is, and I've seen this a lot over my years of living, is that more and more couples choose to incorporate pornographic things
Yeah, I was gonna
and
get there.
or use it as, I can't do this now, so go do that.
Yeah.
And the fact, come here. And the fact is, you can't go look at something that you'll never obtain, and then expect to have a close,
Yeah.
close spiritual relationship
Yeah.
with her. Like, you know what I mean? So
That's the way I was looking at it. Is I think, depending on your belief system, some people believe on a spiritual level that your sexual energy is very spiritually tied to your spiritual self. And the abuse of that sexual energy, you're depleting it. So again, it depends on if you give a fuck about that, first off. If
Yeah.
you don't, then it seems okay.
well, if you put it in that light, you're depleting yourself for somebody else,
Sure.
i.e., either yourself, if you're cheating,
Mm-hmm.
or if you feel connected to the pornographic that you're looking at.
Right.
Because one of the things I mentioned is that I don't
Or
have
the many people that you're banging
Yeah.
because you
And-
have an open relationship.
And I'm not saying I don't look at porn. We've all looked at porn. We are two straight males, and we like naked bodies.
Right.
Okay, that's all there is to it. We like pretty girls. Okay.
And I had a cousin that directed porno in California.
Nice.
Yeah, I wasn't part of it. Don't worry.
It's rough, dude. It's rough, dude. There's so many companies that start in immoral.
Yeah.
They're just raping, and it's terrible. So
Yeah.
that's another thing to it too.
It's funny because I never wondered about that side of it when he was doing it. It was always just, hey, how fun was that? And he loved it.
Yeah.
He loved it. But then it's just like, he loved it. Did they?
Nobody tells you to sign up.
Right. That's true.
I suppose if the business is not into forcing them and they're old enough to make that decision, that's fine. But if you're doing anything younger than 18 years old, that's not supposed to be.
No,
you know?
of course.
It's the same thing as like the gender affirming stuff. Like
Yeah.
if you're not able to smoke a cigarette or some shit, you know what I mean? It's kind of like
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know.
No, I
But I feel like porno ruins a lot of monogamous shit.
it does.
think
It
it
does. I'll give it that.
I think it does.
And I think monogamy, I'm biased,
Well, I think if we are close to God,
Yeah.
and we have that emotional connection with the person that we're with,
Well, that's what I was going to say. I feel it has us put our wives on a pedestal.
yeah. Now, if you're thinking
In
about
a
another girl,
in a healthy way, you know what I mean? Like she is my spiritual tie to God in that way. That's my better half.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
and if you're
Like,
thinking about other girls when you're doing it with them, then you got the problem. You got a problem.
Then that relationship is so cracked and tainted.
Yeah, you
know?
either got to fix it or leave it.
Of
because
course.
it's not working.
Yeah, there's something wrong.
I mentioned that to my wife when I was younger too. I was like, listen, if I'm thinking about another girl with you, then there's a problem, and I'll be honest with that. Okay?
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not thinking about anybody else.
Yeah, same.
So we're in good shape. Do we still need religion in modern society? As church attendance drops, what fills the spiritual or moral gap?
Hey, Mommy.
Pussy. All I think about is Dennis Reynolds. I got this big gaping hole. I gotta fill it with something. You want to fill it with puss? Yeah. I love his thing.
That's it, honey. We're watching Always Sunny. That's our next show.
Can't remember what
Again.
episode it is, but yeah.
Again. Oh my God. You just Dennised me right off track.
Sorry about that.
What was the question?
Yeah, it was the do we need religion in modern
yeah.
society?
I'm not tooting my own horn or thinking I'm better or think that I got the answer, but I think I can deal without it. I have a spiritual connection with God. I feel I don't need religion, in my humble opinion. I think we, as humans, I don't think we're mature enough to ditch religion. I think it's still needed. I really do. but it's tough because I still don't see where you would bridge that gap then. Because I think religion, it stunts us because it keeps us separated at some point. When you know what I mean? At some point, religion will keep us separated because it's God, Allah, Buddha,
So many deities.
yeah, Jesus, Muhammad, like it's each side feels super strong. You know what I
They
mean?
do. So much that they would kill themselves for the highly unlikely possibility for virgins in another dimension.
Right.
Last week's episode.
Last week's
Again.
episode.
Thanks, Joe Rogan.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, he said that in the 2005 stand-up.
Yeah.
He's like, literally,
Yeah.
there's dudes that are willing to blow themselves up for the highly unlikely possibility of pussy in another dimension. Tells you a lot about the power of pussy. Like,
Right.
we would do anything for it.
Exactly.
And the words of
not a
their
joke. Wars
the
have started.
The words of their book don't even tell you if they're male or female.
Not trying to single anybody. Yeah,
Right.
that's just a hell of an example. I will
So I've heard.
I've heard.
I haven't read it,
on Reddit.
but I definitely will read more as I get older because I find that it's invigorating. It helps us all.
We need it. We do. We need
Yeah.
something that's going to keep us spiritually connected. I'm just afraid that by putting all our eggs in the religion the way we do, if the answer shows up, I think so many of us are going to not accept it. You know, and I don't know what the hell the answer would be. You know, I'm not going to take it that far. But I just feel us expanding as humans, you know what I mean? Like, we want to talk about going to Mars and doing this. Like, I mean, you got to think about the type of advancement it would take us to achieve to get to where we want to go.
Yeah.
And shit, we're still getting fucked up over religion?
Yeah.
Bro.
Well, I think it's really an important determination to make through the education of religion what is the most moral path.
Right.
Because I believe that our society cannot fully function well without moral people running it.
Of course. Of
So,
course.
when you say that we as a society need religion, that's where I find that we need religion.
Mm-hmm.
As I've gotten older, I've only found that God finds you. You don't
Oh,
find
that's a fact.
you don't find him; he finds you.
Yeah.
When you need him most, he shows up.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's my piece of. You find that you don't need it, but have you been tested enough to be at the point where you're at rock bottom and you can't do anything but reach a hand for him?
Yeah. And he comes.
Then it hits you.
It
like-
does.
It's like, damn,
It does.
my Father, I'll trust you and I love you for the rest of my life above all. And that's more or less what my goal is to do.
Yeah.
Is if my belief is right and I'm there with St. Peter's at the pearly gates. I've always thought about this. He's going to at first ask me why I called him an asshole all those times. Well, it's because you took all my friends away, there's friends in these moments, and I didn't know how to handle it. I didn't know you were teaching me in those moments. But that's how I look at everything, as far as the hatred that I take on, the tragedies that come along with life. It's just him saying, why not you? Mm-hmm. This is your destiny. This is going to make you you. Mm-hmm. And that's what it is. And there's always a reason for everything. So that's how I feel. I love the religious part of it. I feel like this country was based on the 10 Commandments of Christianity and a Catholic view of things, Judeo-Christian, I should say.
Yeah, Judeo-Christian for sure.
And I think that really plays a huge part into, hey, if you're not going to be a moral person of the society, it's not going to work. And now we're at a point where we're starting to get fed up with it. And people like me and you on the ground who are being told, don't believe your lying eyes and ears. Yeah. We're like, Trump, please fucking help us. Yeah. Because we finally, because literally forever, even with Bush, I'm trying to think of another Republican. Is there even another Republican that I've even seen?
In our lifetime?
Yeah, I've never even seen another one. It was Bush and Bush.
Was it Reagan when we were born?
Right, not even. He was like the 70s. I don't think I was even alive. Maybe. When did it, 82? I don't. That's what I'm saying.
Look it up.
Right, exactly. I have no idea. I have no idea. When was Ronald Reagan president of the United States? Everybody's gonna get on me for this too. They're gonna be like,
Oh, fucking weak ass Republican.
again. I told you I told you.
We're not
I'm
perfect. Go fuck yourself.
I'm underqualified and overly honest with it. So, 89. So you're right.
See? Exactly.
Yeah. So you're right.
We don't remember that shit.
Right.
We don't remember George 1.
Right.
Old man Bush.
You know what's funny too? I thought about this too. Is that a lot of people thought for years Reagan was the best president ever, and
Best
once
approval ratings.
once Trump came in,
I know, right?
he just blew that whole topic out of the water. This guy started to listen to we the people and started to talk as we the people.
Yeah.
When you go back to speeches looking at Obama, if you look at Clinton, if you look at even Bush, they're always saying, I did this, I did that, I'm going to change this.
In my presidency.
Go look at Trump.
Yeah.
We are doing this. We are going to make this happen.
Yep.
And that, to me,
We have accomplished.
when he came on the scene, was so refreshing.
Yeah.
It's like, finally, we're being listened to. Literally, I'm only young. I'm only young for the time that I've been here.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But now I'm finally being listened to. Now that I'm an adult and I'm 30-something years old, I'm finally being listened to. I still don't think I'm smart enough to run for politics or anything,
Right.
but again,
That doesn't define your knowledge, though.
but yeah, again though, I don't think I'm smart. More than 90% of the people I meet, it seems like I'm smarter than them. Not trying to say like I'm not smart.
No, I feel you.
Y'all gotta fucking step it up
I feel
because we all gotta be a little bit educated. We gotta read a little bit more and try to be moral.
Yeah.
You know, try to do right by other people, not just ourselves. Things that make us feel good. That's the devil, bro. That's the devil just enticing you to do it this way because he knows that he's gonna
Right.
give you what he wants, not what you need.
I guess, I mean, God wants you to feel good too, but
But he wants you to be more grateful for what you have.
that's big.
You know what I mean? Instead of being like giving you everything you want. That's not
Right.
what he's there for. He's
No,
there
of
for you
course.
to be grateful for the things that you
course.
do already have.
It's about learning.
And dude,
It's always about learning.
I'd love to bring my uncle on this show one time and have some religious talk with him because he's he's a missionary. He's all over the place, spreading the good word, which is what I hope I can do by the end
That'd
of this
be
whole
awesome.
process.
I'd love to just listen in.
Yeah, definitely. We'll definitely get him on here. It's funny. Tyrone didn't come onto the show today, but I sent him a link to do so. So, big shout out to you being tardy and late. SMH, bro. SMH. All good. Got to throw you on the hot block there, dude. We're going to put you on the chopping block today. Well, that's the end of our show today.
That was fun.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming in today and having a nice conversation about all these controversial topics.
Yeah.
We'll continue another day with, an episode 3. Just baby steps. Getting
Thank
to
you so much
somewhere.
for having me.
Yeah, well, we'll have you on it again, and obviously you're welcome anytime.
Yeah.
This is, again, Unliked and
right over
Unbothered.
there.
We still don't have really a website or anything. Like I said, baby steps. I'm more or less just trying to get some things out there. I'm pretty sure in a couple weeks we'll have some kind of Instagram that you can look at, and or Facebook and Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. It's just in the baby stages, the infant stages of building some kind of an empire. But I just know that you got to put one foot in front of the other if you want to get somewhere.
Ruffle some feathers.
Yeah. So, with that being said, I thought this was America. I'm sorry.
Sorry.